delegates, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege today to welcome you all to the Business Session 1 on Day 2 of the 5th Annual Convention, Adventure Tourism, Are You Ready? It is a privilege that Captain Sudesh Kumar, Founder President, ATOAI, is chairing this session. Captain Sudesh Kumar is a seasoned mountaineer and adventure freak from the beginning to today. Captain Kumar is leading a team Shikhar, a team of young, dedicated and enthusiastic adventure professionals. Since its inception in 1979, he led Shikhar Travels to make it India's largest adventure tour operating company. There are many firsts to his credit in Indian adventure field. Under his leadership, Shikhar Travels also won many awards and recognitions. Captain Kumar is actively involved in overall promotion of quality adventure tourism in India. He is founder president of Adventure Tours Operators Association of India, president of ASTA India chapter, and many other trade bodies. His guiding principle is commitment to excellence in mountaineering, trekking, exploratory holidays, and mountain environment. What makes him outstanding is his ability to lead from front and face the challenges head on. Ladies and gentlemen, our first presentation is on new opportunities for adventure tourism, investment in the states. We have presentations by state tourisms for 10 minutes each, followed by interaction with members. And first state we have is Uttaranchal. The presentation is by Mr. Arun Srivastav. Mr. Arun Srivastav has been with Uttaranchal Tourism for 1.5 years. Prior to that, he was with Singapore Tourism Board as Marketing Manager South Asia, and he has spent about 6 years with corporate tourism industry too. He has done Masters in Tourism Administration from IMS Indore. I now invite Mr. Arun Srivastav for his presentation.
President, Adventure Association of India, Captain Kumar, friends, a very good morning to all of you. My name is Arun Srivastav. I'm Director of Marketing Uttaranchal Tourism. On behalf of Government of Uttaranchal, I would extend a very warm welcome to all of you for today's presentation and extend our congratulations to the associations for completing all these years successfully. And this is one association which has been probably growing in leaps and bounds in the tourism industry in India. We have associations like FHRI, IATO, TAI, but this is one association which is stands out from all the others. And as I said in the morning itself, whenever I come to the association's meetings, events, I feel as if we are coming to our own place. So very good morning to all of you. Well, the topic of the session is the investment opportunities in various states in terms of adventure tourism. However, being not an expert on the adventure investment in the states, my presentation is slightly different because our secretary and additional secretary, they were not here to talk on the investment specifically. So I was talking to Tejbir yesterday. He said, why don't you put some points on the marketing? So yesterday evening I was trying to jot down a few basic points. Our experience basically is not about a marketing package. It's like what we have done probably, in terms of marketing in our state. So I would just like to share those few things with all of you. And our experience, we can learn from others also. So what is the market and what are the future demands which we can be, foreseeing in Indian adventure industry? A rough estimation is what we have of 370 million tourists within India. As we're talking about domestic tourists. These statistics have been taken from various authentic sources, including Government of India, Tourism Ministry. So approximately 370 million tourists, this is what we are sitting on in India. And of course growing every day. This includes the domestic tourists, the tourists crossing boundaries, within India going to different states. And this is for all purposes, for probably going to meet relatives, attending marriages. Delhi had witnessed 35,000 marriages yesterday. Now, as per specific surveys, 19% of the total domestic travelers is in the age group of 21 to 30. Now, this is probably the most realistic target audience in terms of adventure tourism. Of course, adventure continues after 30 also, but if you have to realistically look at a target audience, fix up something for yourself. So this is one age group. So 70 million we say we are sitting on for this particular age group. But however, out of 70 million also, the real tourists, we can say 10% of it. It's still a very, very huge number. So this is probably a target group, the target audience for us. Now, in terms of product inventory, we as the Uttaranchal state are probably blessed with the nature. Nature has provided so many opportunities: mountaineering, rock climbing, trekking. Just quickly run through whatever we have. So this is also very important to look at your own inventory, what you have. However, when you look at your own inventory, it is important to look at where your strength lies. The inventory, the areas where you have appropriate infrastructure as per the expectations of your target audience. Trekking, we all know about it. Water sports, rafting, kayaking, canoeing, skiing. So select your prey. So who is your target? As you already talked about it. So very specific. My target is this YTG group. This is the phrase I have just coined, young travelers group, you can call it. What are the typical characteristics of this particular group? Mostly BPOs executive, double income, no kids, parents. They have high disposable income. Probably some of them are in software techies. And invariably, what has been seen that all these professions have inbuilt high stress. That is what you get with the high disposable income you have. So you get a lot of stress. So now how to cope up with that? Adventure is one way to probably tell these guys, okay, you work for 6 days, 5 days in the stressful BPO or a software company. Try to take a long weekend once in 3 months, once six months, and take up an adventure trip, be it rafting, trekking. It serves many purposes. Of course, it's a stress buster. It can be looked as team bonding exercise also. So as I said, also choose the products where you have the strengths. As you have seen from the list, in Uttaranchal probably we have got 8, 9 different adventure tourism products. So what we are focusing on specific rafting, skiing and trekking. We feel that these are the 3 areas where we have some sort of infrastructure. I would not say that the most appropriate, but at least some infrastructure is there. If I go in market, promote this and I get tourists, I can at least meet their demands. If I go and promote paragliding, probably I will not be able to meet their demands. So select your USPs very well. Then of course, form up your message that what you want to communicate to your target audience, that young traveler group. So our message was very clear. Think of adventure, think of Uttaranchal. Very important, how to get your point across to your target audience. Selection of your market is one, target audience. How to put across your point to them, the communication mix. In Uttaranchal's case, domestic market, we have identified specific areas geographically first. Then, of course, on the basis of the characteristics of the people, probably, Bangalore, Mumbai, Gujarat, Delhi, these are some of the pockets where you have this age group lying there. So, geographically, these areas, characteristics wise, as I said, 21 to 30 age group. How to reach there is what we have done this year is mainly through the print media. Now, in print also, it is very important to select your tools, magazines or newspapers very well. Now, there is one publication I have written called Connect. Now, Call Connect is a publication for the BPO industry. Probably we may not be aware of this publication, but this goes only in the BPOs situated in Mumbai and in Pune. It's a monthly magazine. USP is a marketing magazine. You don't have to, invariably look at Times of India, Hindustan Times, or India Today, or all these routine magazines. But select your magazines which are being read by this target audience, and that is why we have done a lot of research, and then we have firmed up our media plan. On international market, this is the very first year we have started something doing in international market. Of course, for both domestic and international, this was the first year, you can say, for Uttaranchal to do some kind of activity, streamline the marketing initiatives. On international market, we have looked at North America as the first important market, primarily for rafting, and other Western European market. And the medium what we chose here was the electronic medium. Considering the budgets what we had, we could go only with one channel, that's BBC World we have gone with. And of course now we are working with Discovery also, and very soon we will be launching something on Discovery specific to adventure tourism. These are some of the creatives what we had, these are print creatives, very specific. We will be focusing, we will be sticking to these, this kind of communication mix for at least 2-3 years. Establish ourselves first as the rafting destination or as the skiing destination. Once that is established in the consumer minds, he looks at this particular creatives 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. He knows for rafting where he has to go. Now, what Tejbir said in the morning is you should involve the industry. Yes, very much. That's important, and we cannot do without that. So once we establish in the consumer's mind frame, the time is to deliver the product also. Here we are just establishing our brand for a specific activity, but that is achieved in 2 years' time. We need to offer the product. Probably with the same advertisement, I have to come up with the rafting packages. Now that is where the industry comes, So that tactical part of the marketing would start probably in 2 years' time. Now I have one electronic creative which we did in the international market. I just want to show that also to you. Replay for you. Let's see, yeah. Sound okay this time?
Uttaranchal, simply heaven.